This is going to be the shortest vlog ever because Rochelle is going to be here any moment, any second. And Paul's torturing me by getting in the shower now. And therefore I have to enter the door, which I've become neurotically extremely uncomfortable doing, even though she's perfectly nice. I hate the small talk. And it makes sense that he showers. I mean, he's got to get ready for work. But somehow usually he answers the door. But anyway, I had a nightmare this morning, and I already can't remember all the details, but I was in a place with friends that had hallways and stairs, maybe like a rock venue or a big library or something. It was somewhere kind of cool. Eric Geske was there, you were there, Paul was there. There was a group of us, and we were walking through this place, and I hear my name called, and I turn around, and it's Carol Ann by herself, and she looks a little disheveled. She's dressed nicely, but she looks desperate, and she runs over, and she's running toward me. I'm like, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. And she like throws her arms around me and like gives me this squeezing hug and touching my hair. And I don't remember any kissing or anything, but just, and I was like broke away free. And we all kind of started running away. And she was like, don't do this to me, don't do this to me, don't run away from me, don't do this to me. And on, more stuff like that I don't remember, but I woke up feeling really yucky. The other thing of this vlog is when are you arriving? I mean, I know you don't know what train you're arriving on, but what day are you arriving? When are you leaving? And if it's Sunday, we'll have to rearrange Nancy visit time. Wait, did we see her last week? Did we see her last week? Was last week Memorial Day weekend? So we saw her last week. We didn't see her. Yeah, next week would be her. But it is no problem to switch her. We do it often. Sometimes she does it. So we have like our general, like every other Sunday thing. Sometimes it's 2 Sundays that go by. Not a problem. I just want to know though. So, and I made a Pat Riot song last night when I should have been typing my story, which probably is more my strength. And it's called Titty Fuck, and Paul's bothered by it. It makes him uncomfortable, but you can't hear the words because it's not like allosonically blurred, but it's just the drums are really loud and you just can't understand what I'm saying. Is he near? I cannot do this when he's near. Right. Anyway, it's not as good as first Pat Riot song. I mean, maybe that's just the way it goes. Maybe I tried too soon, tried too hard. Didn't have a good enough idea, didn't take enough time. I didn't have enough time, I just did it while they were out at the store. So, I'll listen to it today. I guess it's kind of weird. But anyway, we would have like 2 songs to practice, and maybe I'll get a chance to make another song. But it's hard to make Pat Riot songs when there's anyone in the house. Like Allisonic, sometimes I can, because it's just like piano and whatever. But we agreed to fire Rochelle because we can't afford it, and I'm not fucking taking a penny for my sister. And Paul's reluctant because he likes a clean house, even though I'm like, it's not clean after 2 days. And he's like, the floors are stay clean. I disagree. The toilets and the tub, yeah. I mean, the tub and shower, sure, but the toilet's pretty nasty pretty fast. He's basically saying we would live in squalor if she stopped coming. But I was like, well, how were we before she came into our lives? You know, we lived in squalor and it sucked and we were okay. And we're like in semi squalor now. I don't know. But I was thinking, like, let her go. We can't afford you, but we're planning on moving. And when we, like, before we put the house on the market, we would love to have you back. She would do a deep cleaning of the whole house at a higher rate. You know, a couple of times if necessary, if you're available for that or interested in that. So I feel like that's like a soft letting you go. And he was like, okay. And I was like, can we do it together so it's not horribly painful? And he was like, well, why don't you do it by text? That's how you communicate with her anyway. And I was like, fighting by text, like, it feels so not right. But I don't have the courage to tell her. And then I'm like, she's a single mom. Her older son has a disability. I was like, I'll take work away from her, but we can't afford it to pay her. And he drops this bomb on me last week. He's like, Carolyn owes me $500. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I keep forgetting to get the Rochelle money from her, so I just keep paying Rochelle. Like I just write checks and then I go to work and I don't remember to get the $100. So I'm almost like, I don't want to get that $500 back. I don't want her to give money, even though it's like she doesn't really owe money, because it's just like this thing she's doing for us. It's like, I mean, it's a luxury that she's been paying for, and I don't want her to pay back for a luxury. But on the other hand, of course, it's something she said she would do for us, and so we've been paying what she said she would pay for, so she should get the money back. And why doesn't she ever think of it? This is like classic, like, I'll do this thing for you so I can help you. And then it goes away from her mind. But granted, when he tells her, she'll be like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And like, write him a check for $500. I mean, she wouldn't not give it to him, but I've seen this play out many times where she makes a grand promise and then like forgets. And meanwhile, like you're paying for it or you're waiting for it to happen. Okay, I could ramble on. I gotta get Poppy up and dressed. Michelle's gonna get here, Paul's gonna get dressed. We're gonna do our Starbucks thing, and I'm out of lithium. I have to pick up lithium, so yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get Poppy up and dressed. Okay, bye bye.